We have finally made it, everyone. It is officially time for Leagues 4 Trailblazer Reloaded. I've been waiting a very long time, and just being able to record and create content through this league is just going to make things that much sweeter and awesome. If you don't know what leagues are, well, here's a quick little introduction. Leagues is a temporary game mode with a unique rule set that completely changes the gameplay experience. Unlike other leagues, this league has regions that are locked, but they are able to be unlocked by completing tasks and accumulating points over time. Unfortunately, there's a limit to these locks. You can only unlock 5 regions total, and you already start with 2. Players are then able to select powerful relics that affect skilling, combat, and provide extra utility. Of course, this is the remake version of the Trailblazer League, with many changes to the task list, relics, and inclusion of content. There have been so many more bosses that have been added over time, and I honestly just can't wait to truly get into this content and be able to create it. The rules are simple. You start on Missalin and Karamja, and you have to accumulate the points to unlock more areas and become the best player you can be. Completing these tasks will get you a bunch of points throughout over time. The more tasks you complete, the more league points you get, which unlocks relics and area regions, like I said. And in the end, the more rewards that you can buy. Here are some quick examples of some league points that you can see over time. They're really simple. These are probably the easy ones. Easies are worth 10 league points. Medium is worth 40 league points. We're currently unsure about how much hard is, but I believe it'll be around 80 or 90. And elites, also unsure. And masters are worth 400. I believe that was confirmed. Some other things that I haven't mentioned that just comes with leagues and just a huge quality of life. There's an XP boost, obviously an XP multiplier over time. There's minigame boosts. There's multiplier on drops, so you can get items quicker if you get lucky, of course, still. There's different relics, like I said, that increase and enhance the gameplay, which can lead to crazy XP or free items in the shop, like we saw from the leaked. There's waypoints to cut down travel time, unlimited run, because who doesn't love that? And of course, great rewards like the Dragon Trophy. I mean, what more can you honestly ask for in a game mode? This will honestly be the best time and the most fun you've had in a long time in this game, I promise you. Even if it's only for 2 weeks, it's fun to grind and do something different. And this is just an experience that you can't even think of. To begin, let's talk about the areas. I mean, look at this beautiful graphic that Jagex provided us just to see how much stuff is truly on here and what areas you might want to look at and go through, and also what items you'd be getting with that area. Of course, certain relics help certain areas. For example, Trickster in Tier 1 would be amazing for the smithing and crafting grind. But it's all personal preference, and honestly, this is all about having fun. The more fun you have and the regions that you do like, the better. And the more time you'll play this game mode. But for me, it's tough for me to pick right now. I've been having some ideas and things I've been thinking about. But it's either between Zeah or Asgarnia as my first pick. But I will still be picking both of them. To begin, of course, Zeah. Or the Great Kourend. There's so many great things with this area. It's so massive and so many just different skills that you can truly get and 99s that you can easily grind out. It honestly is a perfect starting area for me, in my opinion. Whether that's Wintertop for 99, getting the farming guild early and getting those easy farming and herb lore levels. But as I think more and more with the amazing stuff that Zeah does have, I'm thinking I might go with Asgarnia first. Now hear me out for Asgarnia. With my certain relic picks and fire sale now just being released today, I've been thinking that maybe I should just grind out 99 crafting really early on. Everything being free in shops would make it super easy. I do want to remind you that everything in shops has unlimited stock, so even if it shows 1, you can still buy 50 of those 1 and it will stay at 1 the whole time. So this makes the fire sale relic even more OP, though you can pair the shops with Banker's Note, I think fire sale is really good for the early game. And we also unlock a free teleport to a bank quickly with the crafting cape. The faster I can get to the in-game stuff, the better, in my opinion. And my last area will be the desert, of course. The easiest raid and the most fun raid that I've done. I feel like with my combat choice, it would be a lot of fun to do, and I can easily knock it out early on, but this will be my last region for sure. I'm still in the mix between Zaya and desert, of course. But yeah, there's so many great options here, and these are just my choices. It's different for everyone, and everybody's area is going to be different from everyone else's. That's the beauty of leagues, and that's why some of the regions are locked. To create different combinations of areas and also relics, it's just awesome to see, and just a different way to grind. So the regions that you pick and that you enjoy doing is probably the ones you should go with. Also in the bottom left corner, it shows which quests are completed automatically. So if you see like Desert Treasure 2, that means all the prerequisites are done, and Desert's the only way to get Ancients as well. I do currently have a little spreadsheet of a route that I have just to get a bunch of points quickly and to try and unlock regions quickly. And this is just something that I like to do. It really helps me prepare and just keeps me on track on what to do. Because a lot of the time I'll get lost out there. There's so many tasks that you can do, and I like being able to be in an area and know exactly what tasks to do and that kind of thing. I know a lot of people do that, but it's just up to you. Like I said, all this is just up to you and how you play and how you want to play. Let's talk about the starting relics. These have been released, and this is the first tier, the first thing that you can unlock right off the bat as soon as you log into the game. And of course, it's probably the most important, because this does have impact on the ending. In the beginning, like I said, a lot of it is just region based. For some of these relics, it'll be better in some regions compared to others. But here's what I've been thinking, and as cool as Trickster sounds and being able to get agility XP on the go while you run, I just don't have that much of a use for it, just because I'm not going to be able to catch chins with my areas. I'm sure I'll catch a few Impling Jars, but I can get Impling Jars with ease. And I can do Winter Top for fire making. The only nice thing is thieving, and I can't even do Arty Knights. So I'd have to be doing like farmers. Don't feel like I need to do that. And if I do fire sale, I don't really need coins. So it's between Endless Harvest and Production Prodigy. And for me, Production Prodigy combined with Banker's Note sounds just way more perfect for what I need. On top of being able to smell ores and everything in one tick, and everything is processed at once. There's also a plus 12 cooking, crafting, smithing, herblore, fletching boost. So I just think this is a perfect relic for me, and it helps more in the early game. Like I said, getting in the early game quickly and being able to knock stuff out and get a lot of points early is very underrated, and some people don't realize that, and getting areas and regions and higher tier relics, and which leads to higher multipliers in XP. All those add up and really helps push you to getting a lot of league points. And I feel like Endless Harvest for me, it's good for AFKing, don't get me wrong. I've done it before in the past in past leagues. And being able to bank everything right away is awesome, but I'm going to switch things up and go Production Prodigy. Now what you've all been waiting for, the attack style. This can go either way. I want to explore either ways. If I could, I totally would, but my plan is to go with range. I've done melee in the past and I don't feel like doing it again. And mage requires Candor in my opinion, and I don't feel like doing Candor, and I don't enjoy that area. I feel like Asgarnia would be more fun for me and just feels more me, in my opinion. That's the beauty of this game mode. You can pick whatever you want, and honestly, who cares what anyone else says? So yeah, I will be going with Archer's Embrace. My plan is to get knives to kill some steel dragons, or maybe deranged archaeologists, depending how busy or crowded that place is. I'm not totally sure yet. Once you get the rune crossbow limbs from that, I'll try and get the fletching level and whatever's needed before that, like before I unlock this route tier, because I believe this might be 3 or 4. I think that's what people are speculating at this moment, what tier the combat is. I believe it's 3 or 4. So I should be able to get a lot of my stats up early, and I'm definitely going to grind out that fletching level for sure. So I get the rune crossbow, and hopefully I have some addy bolts and make some diamond bolts enchanted and start proccing some enchanted bolt specs. Also, the biggest thing here is anything that is attacks on 4 ticks, which is a rune crossbow or armor crossbow, whatever, now becomes 2 ticks. This is a huge increase for staves, T-bows, but T-bows and Zerite crossbow obviously has different things, and Fang. They're just gonna melt monsters, of course. And I didn't even mention, but after I get the rune crossbow, I'm gonna try and go for armor crossbow, then eventually the Zerite crossbow, all while getting Missouri and whatever range upgrades I can really get in the end. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. Switching up the combat style and everything just seems like what I want to do and just have fun with. But yeah, here are the confirmed relics. Some of these you've already seen, but I'll try and briefly talk over them. Some things I've been thinking about. But yeah, Banker's Note was one of them if I'm going to do Protection Prodigy. This is huge when it comes to other skills like rune crafting, and I've been thinking about Guardian. I think this might be a tier 7, including Undying Retribution, which is also a tier 7, but Guardian looks awesome having just a companion that does other damage. But there's so many cool things in this game mode, and I really won't be 100% on this until I'm playing the game mode and just see what I like and go from there. And of course the rewards. There is a league reward shop where eventually once the league is over, you get all those points that you accumulate over time and are able to spend them in the shop, which then can be sold to the GE as well. I think I've made over 100 million GP easily with the past 2 leagues, so this is definitely worth doing over time. I mean, you do make a lot of money. Probably the time spent isn't as the same, but if you want to play for 2 weeks, make some money and wait till it's over, then by means go ahead. And also there's the tiers of trophies, starting at bronze and going all the way to dragon, which is the big ticket item that everyone wants. This is at a set and mount, this league, which has changed. It's not just the top 1%, it's whoever meets the point threshold at the end that Jagex does set. So I will be pushing and trying to accomplish that. I think that's a good goal to set, which probably means I do have to max, which I don't mind at all. I just want to reiterate how important it is that this is really just about having fun and playing this game in a whole different manner. You get overpowered relics, and it really helps you learn bosses as well. Being able to complete raids that you've never done, and that's something I'm planning on doing. I'm going to try and do some chambers with a friend and by myself and just use these relics to my advantage to learn these bosses and hopefully do in the main game later on. There's really no wrong picks. It's your play style, it's how you want to play and what regions you want to pick. Just go for it. Unless you're really trying to go for top page or something like that, then it does eventually matter. But if you're just trying to have fun, man, just pick whatever you want. I think it's most important to pick bosses that you do enjoy. But this is something everyone should try out. I think this is probably the most fun you'll have in this game for a while. And we're pretty much coming to an end here. If you want to leave your ideas, please do. Love to hear them and your opinion on things. I probably missed a bunch of stuff. I was just really going over some basics about leagues and my ideas and what I'm going to be doing. Hopefully, if things don't change with these next few leaks that they're about to drop. But yeah, leave a comment, like, subscribe. I also might be streaming this on YouTube if I feel like it. I was thinking about just streaming, and if you want to watch me just completely play throughout my league, then I'll have it on the live, but I'm not totally sure. Can't wait to see you guys and what you guys build and create throughout this. But without further ado, I'll see you in the next one.